Hello there. I am with the organizer of this electric vehicle show, Carolyn Britt, and she's associated with ICAM here in Ipswich, Massachusetts, and kind of you're the driving force behind all of this, really. You set this all up.
Well, I saw a similar show in Concord, Massachusetts.
Oh,
last
okay.
fall,
Yeah.
where they actually have an electric school bus, but it was very useful to people because there was a great deal of information. We got to talk to the owners about how their cars actually work.
Don't you find that that's a problem? Like, there's this huge misunderstanding about these vehicles. Everybody has these weird opinions. Well, they don't go to the facts a whole lot. So it's these kinds of things we want to get out and get the information about these vehicles.
Right, and I think many of the dealers are so used to selling cars in their typical way that, last fall when we were looking at electric vehicles, then they have to find the one salesperson in the place who might know anything about electric vehicles. So
yeah.
This just seemed like it was way more efficient and useful to people than
this has been great. I mean, you obviously have friends that, or you got the word out. If you own an electric vehicle, please come here because there's a really nice selection here.
Yeah.
Whole range of costs and price and styles that seem to match a lot of different interests here. I was impressed.
Well, and that was the intent.
Yeah.
It was to.
Yeah, I was really
impressed.
impressed.
The fellow from Tesla works for EBSCO.
Yes.
He's not one of my friends so far, but maybe he will be.
Oh, he should be.
He came from EBSCO, and we did publicize,
yeah,
for their employees that we were doing this.
Oh yeah, no, and he was great. Now with the incentives, and we found out Ipswich has $10,000 incentive.
The Ipswich Electric Light Department is a member of the Mass Municipal Wholesale Electric Corporation.
Okay.
Which is where the entity that we buy our electricity through, MWIC for short, has created a program with Nissan, and Nissan has these programs with
it's with Nissan.
Yeah,
okay,
other different entities as well. So it's between MWIC and Nissan to reduce the price of those vehicles by another $10,000, the 2017 Leaf.
Okay.
By another $10,000.
Wow, that really moves it into a price range.
Right, for customers of the Ipswich Electric Light Department and other MWIC affiliated.
That's a great.
And there's also a program to provide a free level 2 charger.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it would be hard.
It would be very hard.
And if the mileage works for you, which is estimated 107 mile range.
Yeah, the first generation Leaf was around 75, 80, and and it's been reliable though. And I know the next generation extended that, and their price point has been always pretty attractive. And really, most people, when they have that one car, they're just zipping back and forth to work, they start looking at that mileage.
Yeah.
That's right in the sweet spot of these electric vehicles. I mean, I think I'm hoping we'll see a lot of households that maybe have one gas, one electric right now as we transition over.
Yeah.
And
with many of the cars here, they are to electric vehicle households.
Yes.
For example, the BMW i3 is fully electric, and the other household car is a C-Max hybrid.
Right.
Energy, which is a plug-in hybrid.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and we're going to go check this out and take a look more.
Yeah.
All right. You have a great day.
You too.
We're at the Ipswich Electric Vehicle Show, and your name?
Andrew Lindsay.
Mr. Lindsay has brought down the brand new Chevy Bolt, B-O-L-T, not Volt. Full electric vehicle, very exciting car. I was jazzed when I saw it come out, but I wanted you to go ahead and please talk about the vehicle and the features and the great things about it.
It's B as in better.
Yes, I like it.
Well, it's a great car, and it's exceeded my expectations, which is really pleasant. 230 miles official EPA range, but in this weather, we're getting 260 to 300 miles. It drives really well. It's got a lot of zip, great handling. It's designed from the ground up to be an electric car, so they built the batteries into the chassis, so it's a very low level of weight.
And this is a single motor up front, front-wheel drive.
Front-wheel drive.
Yep. Regenerative braking and all.
Regenerative braking.
Oh, that's right. It has a dual mode, you were saying.
Yeah, dual mode. So you can drive in a kind of a regular mode, using the brake pedals, which simply create heat, or you can use a paddle on the side of the steering wheel, which does regenerative braking, or you can shift into entirely regenerative mode, which is like the Tesla. So as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, it goes sort of downshifts and immediately captures the energy and puts it back in the battery.
Yeah, it's just the right idea.
Yes, it's
And I noticed a charging station here, and it's set up for dual mode. It's set up for what's that called again?
well, it's level 2
Level
CSS
2.
charging, and then it's got a level 3 charging ability. So
Right.
I can go to a DC fast charger and charge to 90 miles in about half an hour.
And the thing I liked about this, I think the price range when it comes out is like 39 to 43 or something like that.
Yeah, there's just 2 trim levels, they call them. There's 37,000 and 43,000.
Yeah.
This is the 43,000, which is leather seats, big stereo, a lot of safety stuff like collision avoidance, lane detection, pedestrian
nice.
detection.
And of course, with the incentives, though, that pulls it right down into competing with any other of a whole plethora of other cars.
It's almost 10,000 off, 7,500 off federal tax credit, and a state tax credit. I think it's 2,500.
Yeah.
And $1,000 off through buying through the Mass Energy Alliance. So you're quickly down to 30,000 or 26.
Yeah, very reasonable, and especially brand new 5-year loan. It's just like your standard car today, but no emissions, full range. Was it 8-year battery or something like that?
10-year.
10-year battery. All right. Well, I wanted to thank you very much.
I'm glad
This is an exciting vehicle. So we're here in Ipswich, Mass, and we ran into Brad Hill, who's our representative, and we're here for our electric vehicle expo, and obviously it's becoming more and more important. And we know that there are some state things, but I'm not quite sure what it is and how that works.
Well, we give $2,500 to.
It's $2,500. I thought it was $1,000. That's awesome.
$2,500 up to $2,500.
Okay.
We want people to start thinking green.
Yeah.
Here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it's something that I'm concerned about with air quality. And, you know, people know my health history and what I've gone through.
Well, we don't want to be like Beijing, wear the mask.
Exactly. So I think, you know, it's a nonpartisan issue. Republicans and Democrats are standing strong together to see what we can do to make the environment better. And the electric cars is a great first step, if you would.
So is this incentive, does it get renewed yearly or something in the legislature? Or?
It does. And I don't see anything happening to the program at this point.
Well, I'm just worried. I just want to make sure it's here in the 2 years when I get to get one.
Sure. No, it's something that we all care about.
Yeah.
Governor Baker's, you know, very supportive of this program. The House and the Senate are very supportive of it. We actually have bills that we are filing that would increase the rebate, increase tax incentives, things of that sort. We want to help our businesses any way we can, so we're looking at giving bigger rebates or bigger tax credits for people to bring these stations to their businesses.
That was the thing, charging stations. Is there, like, I know it would probably start in areas like Boston and others, but is there plans to get charging stations out there more, or working with, I guess, that would be a public-private kind of entity?
Public-private, again, we want to give incentives to businesses throughout the Commonwealth, because as I'm starting to hear from people, one of the adverse reasons for not purchasing an electric car is the amount of time, or I should say mileage, to get from point A to point B. They want to make sure that if they do purchase it, that there is a charging station. And if a business had one, I think people would think better of purchasing these. They would feel more comfortable purchasing an electric car, knowing that at their work there's stations there to charge their vehicles.
Oh, absolutely.
So the state is looking at all of these things.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report, you know, I've co-sponsored with my Democratic friends and my Republican friends legislation that would help enhance the electric vehicle force here in Massachusetts.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for your time.
Oh, of course.
Thank you very much. And
for more information, and again, I know this is a great expo, and I've seen a lot of people come down and ask a lot of good questions.
Yeah.
But people need to know right now, Nissan is offering electric light customers in the town of Ipswich and their employees up to $10,000 on a leaf purchase. So if people are interested in electric cars and they're looking for even a bigger rebate, as an Ipswich resident, you can go to the electric light department and get more information, and you could get a rebate up to $10,000.
Oh, that's excellent. So that's right at your town hall. Call them. It's absolutely worth the look. All right. Well, thank you again.
All righty.
All right. So I'm with Taylor, and she's with the Mass Energy Consumer Alliance, and she brought a bunch of things down to this really cool car show, this electric vehicle show. And what sort of things did you bring, and what do you do, or does your organization do?
Yeah, so our Drive Green program is basically the reason why we came here, because our program gives consumers great discounts on top of the federal and state and local discounts that you can get for electric vehicles.
So your organization, and how do you get involved to tie into your organization along with these others?
So we do a lot of events. We also have a green power program and other programs, so we just try and reach out to as many people as possible, and our members are really great about coming to events and supporting and spreading the word.
If you join your group?
Yep, so if you join our Green Power program, you're paying a little bit more to get your electricity, but it's because you're getting it from local sources that are in either Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and they're all wind, solar, and hydroelectric. So that means you would be a member of our Green Power program. And then you could also be one of our members of the Drive Green program, and that would just
tie you into these other incentives that you have for buying these really cool vehicles.
So basically, if you go on our website, which is massenergy.org, and you go to the Drive Green section and you buy through the website, then or just buy through our program, then you're automatically enrolled and get all the great discounts, savings.
So besides the Green Drive, and you have the Power Coalition, and you're part of, you're kind of a Rhode Island, Mass group that's kind of come together now?
Yeah, so Mass Energy is in Boston, but we also, our sister organization is People's Power and Light, which is out of Providence. Same mission, same thing basically, but more focused in Rhode Island. And we also have the Drive Green in Rhode Island, and we have the Green Power in Rhode Island.
So, and you're going to be all one organization?
Yeah, we are kind of one organization. We used to be two, kept crossing paths, and thought it would be best to just join forces for doing the same thing in the local area. But we still have two separate names, but we're kind of working on that. Hopefully join soon.
All right, so the website again was?
massenergy.org. Or if you're in Rhode Island, ripower.org.
Okay, so massenergy.org, folks. There's a lot of opportunities here. Great cars out here. Think about those options. It's great for our country and our world.